We're up by another 1 point. 75 up, another 1.8 this morning. Katie, and a grid winning streak for this stock. And there's a few different things that got us here, fundamental reasons too. Most notably, in the past few weeks, you've had the likes of Ford and GM saying that they're gapped their EVs to hook into Tesla's superchargers. Edge and Kai, among other Tesla shares, are experiencing their longest winning streak on record. We upgraded the stock to our perform, saying this Tesla's automotive investments in the US are paying off by 2030 or so. Piper Sandler believes that's worth an additional $3. Not to mention it's been a pretty good summer for Elon Musk. A few days ago, Tesla shares were on track to post their largest daily gain in more than 2 months, furthering their recent meteoric rise fueled by faith in the expansion of key alternative revenue stream, which analysts predict could add billions of dollars to Tesla's top line. Additionally, Tesla's Model 3 sedans became eligible for the full U.S. tax credit. These are just a few of the fundamental reasons to support the company's explosive rally. If you look at today again, we're up almost 2% during this. Really? If you look over the past winning streak that we're sitting on, it's at about $200 billion to Tesla's market cap. How Ford Motor Company was able to the electric vehicle charging infrastructure in North America appears to have changed due to the competitiveness of General Motors, Tesla. While Tesla owners have long benefited from reliable charging away from home at the company's supercharging stations, the largest charging network in the country, the charging industry as a whole has been fragmented, making it difficult for non-tech. However, this is about to change, as Ford announced last month that it has reached an agreement with Tesla that will allow Ford AOs to use Tesla's charging stations with an adapter. Starting in 2025, this will make Tesla's technology standard on its own EVs, a network of 12,000 Tesla superchargers in North America. According to GM CEO Barra, will be accessible to GM drivers starting in 2025. Initially, an adapter will be needed. GM plans to outfit its EVs with the same inlet standard to enable direct access. In contrast, Tesla shares increased more than 3% in the extended session following a 4.6 gain during Thursday's regular trading, extending its advance to a 10th straight session. GM said that shares of GM rallied nearly 4% in aftermarket trading following the news that the stock ended the regular trading day down 1%. This partnership is a crucial component of our plan and a critical next step in rapidly increasing our customers' access to fast chargers. Not only will it assist our customers transition to electric vehicles more smoothly, but it may also help the industry advance toward a unified North American charging standard, according to a statement from GM CEO Mary Barra. According to Farah, Tesla's goal is to hasten the switch to renewable energy sources. Giving every owner access to ubiquitous and dependable charging is a cornerstone of Tesla's purpose. According to Rebecca Tanasi, senior director of the company's charging infrastructure, she said that news of Tesla's relationship with Ford and GM was positively received, setting a record 8-month high for Tesla shares following the announcement a few days prior that it will allow General Motors electric vehicles to use its supercharger network. The company saw a spike in price of Ford to $244.50 on the cast. This represents a significant opportunity for Tesla to make money, as noted by Wedbush analyst Dan Ives, who raised his price target for the company by $40 to $300 since announcing the Ford Chargers. Tesla stock has increased by more than 30, bringing its market capitalization to approximately $190 billion. Considering that investors see Tesla as a threat to established automakers like GM and Ford, and because everyone knows that these three are competitors, why would GM and Ford team up with Tesla? And what does that mean for EVS's first unified charging? The North American Charging Standard, or NACS, is a proprietary plug design used by Tesla superchargers that is incompatible with non-Tesla EVS vehicles. The majority of EVs and charging stations in the US use the public domain combined charging system, or CCS plug standard. Currently, Tesla AVs vehicles can use CCS chargers by using an adapter, but only Teslas are able to use NACS. That implies that although Tesla customers can utilize the company's plethora of dependable quick charging stations when Detroit automakers ramp up EV production in an attempt to sell their electrified models to the general public, their concerns about the shortcomings of CC have grown. A study conducted last year by researchers at the University of California at Berkeley found that nearly a quarter of the 675 CCS fast chargers in the San Francisco Bay Area were non-functional. A study conducted in August 2022 by J.D. Power found similar results for CCS chargers in other parts of the country. Notably, it also found that Tesla's charging network, in contrast, the unreliability of the CCS network has been a challenge for Ford, GM, and other automakers as they aim to ramp up sales of their own EVs. Potential buyers of a Ford or GM might like what they experience on a test drive. Without a reliable charging network, both have been at a disadvantage to Tesla. At first, Tesla built the supercharger network to allay concerns about buyers' concerns about charging on road trips. The extent and reliability of its fast charging network was a key component of its early sales pitch to customers. Nervous about going electric, there is still another reason to prefer Tesla's NACS standard over CCS. These new agreements should further level the playing field for charging when used with both Ford engine types. The Tesla plugs are significantly lighter and smaller than the CC's fast charging plugs, which might be difficult for elderly or disabled drivers to use. GM is keen to attract additional EVs consumers. Given this, GM's increasing accessibility is of utmost importance. Ford ZEVs will first require an adapter in order to use Tesla's fast charging network, which is often situated near major thoroughfares or interstate highways. GM recently declared that it would be investing $500 million in a Texas plant that would produce full-size SUVs with conventional engines. Shortcut savings for automakers like Ford and GM, which are wagering billions on a significant move to FG's reliability difficulties with CCs, is another benefit of this alliance. In November of last year, Tesla opened up the NACS standard, publishing the technical specifications and inviting charging network operators and other automakers to use its plug design for both Ford and GM. This change offered a shortcut as well as the potential for significant savings. We estimate that we can save up to $400 million in the original 3/4 of $1 billion that we allocated to this because we've been able to do it faster and more effectively. Chargers have been seen as a potential barrier to wider adoption in 2020. GM stated that it planned to spend $750 million to improve EV charging infrastructure in the US and Canada. We worked with other automakers on transmissions and engines without anyone noticing in the ICE world, Farley said at a Bernstein conference in late May. Now it's going to be more on the technology side, according to Barra, who made these announcements in a recent CNBC Fast Money interview following the announcement of the Tesla deal for Ford CEO Jim Farley. One of the most intriguing new dynamics, in my opinion, is what Tesla gets out of the agreement to allow its rivals to use its superior charging network. By drawing non-Tesla drivers through its network, the company can generate significant revenue as it has already invested in building its network and will undoubtedly continue to do so. As a result, any additional payments from non-Tesla vehicles should primarily go directly to its bottom line. Additionally, Tesla will benefit from longstanding rivals' implicit support for its technology. Is probably going to try to get a piece of the public EV charging subsidies made available by the bipartisan infrastructure law passed last year. However, it's crucial to remember that these agreements do not guarantee Tesla a monopoly on public charging in the United States. Even if all automakers eventually adopt, rival charging network operators are now free to add chargers using NACS plugs as a result of Giant's decision to make the NACS standard public. In fact, a number of significant companies in the sector have already reacted in response to the Ford and GM acquisitions. Leading manufacturer of commercial EV chargers, AB, behemoth of Swiss electrical equipment, recently announced that it will soon offer NACS plugs as an option on its products. Freeware Technologies is a California-based startup that is expanding quickly. Similar plans were announced by Chargers following Ford's Tesla agreement last month. Tesla's principal driving force aligns with its goal statement, which is to expedite the global shift towards sustainable energy. Tanucci Rebecca, giving every EV owner access to widespread and dependable charging, is a cornerstone of that goal. According to a statement released by Tesla's senior director of charging infrastructure on Thursday, the same day the GM transaction was announced. Wedbush analyst Dan, I've stated that Tesla is in a strong position to further profit from its success after erecting its electric vehicle, and Tesla incited the company's growing capacity to generate income from sources other than EV sales. According to Tesla should receive an additional $3 billion in revenue from Ford and General Motors EV users. Please click the like and subscribe buttons for more international content